Ronnie Dale, Four Wheeling Australia, coming to you from Menai in New South Wales. We have a 75 series and we have a special guest. Jump in, Danny.
Hey guys.
How are you, Danny?
Not bad, yourself?
Good, very good. Do you want to run the audience through what you have set this 75
Yeah,
for?
100%. So it's mainly been set up for weekend trips away, so sort of a tough off-roader. For this trip, I've done a little bit of touring, I guess, and had it loaded, so it's a little bit different from what I'm used to, yeah.
So you're fully loaded. This is how you pack if you go camping?
Yeah, it's not loaded like some people would say, but it's loaded for, yeah, what I normally carry, definitely, yeah.
Nice. People have been waiting for a 75 for a long time. I reckon we get straight into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So before we get into bar work, we kind of forgot about telling you guys what gearbox and engines in this.
Yeah, all right, so it's all factory, so we got a factory 1.8Z manual gearbox, all the diffs and driveline, everything is yeah, factory. Haven't touched too much.
What have we got here?
Yeah,
Is this custom?
it is, yeah. It was made by Ferret's 4x4 in Brisbane, and I actually idolised the 79 that this was made for ages. I had screenshots of it in my car, in my phone, because I just thought it was the most amazing car. And he ended up selling the car, and I found this on Gumtree for sale, and I thought, no way, this can be the same bull bar, but ended up being the same one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guy pulled it off when he bought it, so yeah, he sold it to me, and fits perfectly. It follows all the lines of the 70 series, which obviously haven't changed much, so yeah.
Yeah, they haven't changed much at all, actually. You got a custom bash plate here, or is that?
Yeah, this is from Custom Off-road. They do all their bash plates for a heap of different models, but that's mainly for the radiator, because the body's lifted. The radiator just hangs down that little bit, so yeah, keeps that all safe.
We'll get to the body lift in the whole tyres and lifts there. Do you find that you collect much on?
Yeah, I have to probably be a bit more aware of where my tyres are, just to keep those hangers and yeah, the shackles out off hitting stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. I saw one get pretty close to me coming out of the box step back there.
You hear it.
Nice. Side steps. I take it they're also custom made.
Yes, unfortunately there's not a lot of places making stuff for 75s anymore, so sliders were made by Jamin up in J-Race, and he's based in Townsville, and he just does all custom fabrication, which is really good because the other side has the exhaust that runs along the chassis, and that was a pain in the butt to try and get a slider in there, but made it happen, yeah.
Oh, okay, so the mounts on the other side are a bit different to this side?
Yeah, these ones sort of go straight to the chassis, nice and easy. The other ones are on some funky angles to get around the exhaust,
Okay.
but yeah.
Do you find you're lacking something in between here? Have you ever been hung up here, or?
I haven't been too much, maybe on that hanger, but it's, yeah, it definitely is a bit of a wasted space, and might have to look into something one day.
I suppose a chassis would be a good rock slider
Yeah,
too.
just slides. The roof rack is an old 4-drive Supercenter rack. They were the only ones sort of I could find at the time, and I've cut it down. I probably will be looking at changing it just to a lighter one in the future because it's just a bit heavy being a steel, but it holds the awning, holds the treads and the other antenna as well on the light bar.
Do you find that a roof rack is a must for you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I wouldn't know where to put half that stuff if I didn't have it, yeah, so it's handy to throw stuff up there.
How big's that awning?
So it's 1.5 long, and it folds like a wing out to 3 metres and about 2.5 out, yeah.
Okay, so like
yeah,
a 270
it sort of goes
kind of
to the
thing?
end of the tray, yeah.
Ah, and then you got a pole that goes to the tray?
Yeah, it's sort of like a tie down. There's no poles. You can run poles, but yeah, it's all freestanding.
Okay, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
What type is that? Because I'm actually looking at a little one.
Yeah, so they are based overseas, and they just get them sent over.
ARD 4-wheel drive?
RQ, yeah, ARQ 4-wheel drive,
ARQ,
yeah.
Okay, awesome. Lights and comms.
So on the top, it's 43.5 Bush Ranger, sorry, that's talking defence now, that's sad. Yeah, Bush Ranger Nighthawk, so they run through a VLI system, which is a variable light intensity, which means you can turn them down and turn them up, which is good for like setting up camp when you don't need that super bright light in your face.
So you got a dimmer on that?
Yeah, so
That's
dimmer
pretty cool.
control, yeah. And No, just an amazing piece of technology, that light. They have breathers so that the pressure of the LEDs all stays, you know, right. Can't get water in them, waterproof, submersible.
So even condensation you won't get because
Yeah.
it's got a breather on it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Temperature control so that the LEDs don't overheat as well. It's yeah, they run through a sense wire rather than having relays. And you can run up to like 4 lights off the one harness. Yeah.
When you run your lights at night, painted a bonnet black, is that why it's black?
Yeah, for the light bar. I had a different one, and this one's the same. It just the reflection off the white bonnet's horrible,
Yeah, I
so
bet.
it makes it a bit better.
Do you dim it when you drive at night?
A little bit. If I find I'm driving for a long time, you get that flashback from signs and things
and
like
that,
that.
yeah.
I find turning it down. It's enough that you can still see, and it goes far enough being a spot. Yeah.
And they're separately switched to these?
Yeah, these ones are separate. They run through an old relay system, but yeah, I find them really good.
It's Supernova. What are these ones?
Yeah, so Supernova 7-inch driving lights. I couldn't just fit. They're a bit too big to fit an 8 and 9-inch that they have. So the 7s are plenty enough for what I use them for. And I also have all their LED replacement globes, so the LED headlights and parkers and indicators as well.
You're
Massive difference.
You've got better lights than me. Better headlights than me. Yeah. What do you got in here?
Yeah, so
upgrade these?
they're replacement LED globes. So they just same sort of fitting as a halogen or incandescent bulb, and then they run at about the same sort of draw. So they don't actually make my rears flash faster. It's because it's the same as a halogen, but just got to last a bit longer. Yeah.
Any lights on the back, like camping lights or anything?
No, I haven't set anything up yet. I will look at probably doing some rear mount ones on the roof rack just to sort of shine down onto the tray and be able to see. Yeah.
You can shine into your toolboxes. and
Yeah, just a bit easier. Yeah.
One single aerial, so you're running one radio?
I've got 2 antennas run through the one UHF, so the second one's up on the roof rack. Yeah, that's a 6.6 that I use all the time for highway, and then the 2.1 for sort of like if we were here for a long time
around here,
today,
yeah.
hilly and you're close, yeah, I'd put that one up. It's on a fold down bracket.
Nice. And you've just got a switch, you can switch
Yeah,
in
just a CB switch, and they both run into it, and you switch over to whichever one.
Have you tried using that? That's up high, yeah? The other one?
Yeah, so that just on a fold down GME bracket,
Okay.
and it pops up.
Have you tested the range on both of these on the highway?
Not on the highway. That one I found picks up a lot, in Townsville anyway, it picks up a lot of random stuff where I can't even tell where it's sort of coming from because it's real flat and then we've got hills around us. I don't know whether it's coming, like it's getting caught in the, it's a weird concept
bouncing off
frequency,
somewhere.
yeah. But yeah, this one I've had up to like 10 Ks in it and I've still picked up people, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What is this on here? Is it Raptor liner on?
Yeah, so it's a Duplicolor. It's meant to peel off, so the spray-on peel-off sort of non-permanent
stuff
paint.
in a can?
Yeah, in a can, yeah. But I've just been layering it on over the years, and I'm supposed to peel it off before 3 months if you want to be able to peel it off.
Oh, okay. So now it's permanent.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a pain to get off now, but
You want it there anyway.
yeah, it's good.
So how many cans have you gone through here?
To do the whole bonnet once, it's only about 2 cans, and then I just sort of top up, that sounds weird. If you scratch it or I find it's starting to peel off in areas, yeah, do another layer.
Tyres and suspension. Here we
Yeah.
go. Let's talk about these tyres first. Now, I was looking at these tyres as the first tyres for my 79 back in the day,
Yeah.
and I was like, they look a bit aggressive. They're cool though, they look cool.
They are cool, and I'm not going to lie, that there was about 50% of the reason was they looked cool and I just wanted them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had a few different brands. These are, mud grapplers. They are amazing off-road. Like I've had the KM3s and I've had Bighorns and I've had Falcons, and yeah, amazing off-road even at full pressures. Sand driving, really great. Obviously really good for rock crawling with the sidewalls on them, but noisy as on road.
I bet.
That'll be the downside. Also a soft compound, so they've probably only got 5,000 on them, and yeah, you can already see the wear on the sides and stuff, but yeah, it's definitely a cool factor, I think.
So it's a play tyre really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is my daily driver and I'm not going to change them, but yeah, you're definitely compromising a little bit on road.
So does this tell a story about the kind of tracks you drive?
Yeah, a little bit. Townsville's very dry, not a lot of rain, not a lot of mud, unfortunately, but for rock crawling and sort of like low range, sort of crawling up walls and stuff, they're great for that sort of thing. Yeah.
And they're proper V-locks?
No, they're imitations. Yeah.
Okay. And these are so wide, eh? What are they, 13 and a half?
Yeah, 33 by 13 and a half they are, so a little bit wider.
They're 33s. They look bigger
yeah,
than that.
Yeah, the width makes them appear a lot bigger. They were the only ones left in the country. I was actually chasing 35s, but there was about a 4-month wait, so
Oh, wow.
I compromised and just went a bit wider.
So normally you run a 35 on this truck?
Yeah, so I had KM3s in 35s, but it was before I did the body lift and I had issues with them getting wedged up in the guard and I was breaking a lot more stuff. So yeah, I was happy to go back down to a 33.
Okay.
It just sort of means my leaf hangers are a bit closer to the ground.
And your low ranges are
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
better.
bit better, yeah.
Cool. What offset rim have you got?
So there are 15 by 10 neg 45, and I've always run neg 45s and people always ask about bearings, but yeah, never really had an issue.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of weight in the vehicle.
Yeah,
so
that's it, yeah,
should be
yeah,
right.
just constant checks and
Yeah.
be good.
Before we get to your suspension, this cut snake, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I got them through Ocam 4x4 online. They were what I needed for that extra width tyre. I had Bush Ranger flexi flares for a long time that were really great and still great to the day I took them off. I think they were the first mod I ever did, and yeah, these are just going to be a little bit better for the width.
Okay. So was it a look thing or just a bit
Oh,
wider?
it's definitely a look thing and a bit wider, and yeah, just sort of a bit of a change up for the front end.
Suspension? What lift
Yep.
you got? And you mentioned body lift earlier too.
Yeah, so when I bought the car, it had 2-inch springs in it already, so I've got no idea what brand they were or are. So, I've had packs removed and the springs hot reset back up to a 2-inch.
So they're the same ones?
Yeah, same ones, yeah, just removed. They got about 7 leaves in each and they've got extended shackles in the front and drop shackles in the rear and yeah, a 1.5-inch body lift. So it's about 4.5-inch overall.
Nice. It's sitting nice and wide and high.
Yeah, it's what you want.
All right. What about your shocks?
Yeah, so front is 10-inch Fox shocks. I've had them for a fair while now and never had any issues, just needed longer travel. So yeah, that gives them plenty. They're not bottoming out or anything like that. And the rears are 11-inch remote res Dobinsons. They've just gone on recently and yeah, haven't had an issue. I had Old Man Emu before and I noticed in like off-road driving all day through bumps, they were getting hot and just getting a bit hard, so yeah.
Okay. Just why put the remotes in the
Remote
rear.
res, yeah, a little bit better.
Are you definitely heavier in the back than the front?
It's actually, when it's empty, it's about 1.2 in the front and 1.3 in the rear, so I sit about 2.5 overall, yeah.
That's nice and light.
Yeah, it's good.
The donk. Now we should probably mention that Danny here is a diesel mechanic,
Yes.
so that's handy.
It does come in handy. There's little things that you learn through work, so yeah, it comes in handy, definitely.
So the stuff you normally work on in the Army,
Air Force?
Air Force, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
In the Air Force, is that old diesels or new diesels? Or?
Yeah, it's a bit of both. I mean, we've got like old Macs and old Unimogs and things like that, but then you've also got, so the new MAN trucks coming in as well, which is a little bit exciting. It's a whole diagnostic and electric sort of world now, and
Yep.
yeah, it's definitely headed that way.
So you like working on this because it's
Yeah,
so simple?
This is basic, this is simple, you can fix it anywhere. It's, yeah, much better.
So before we get to all the mods you've done here,
Yeah.
let me ask you the top 3 issues that are common for these motors.
Yeah. I've left mine stock standard. A lot of people have turboed them, and I think you run into problems then with heat. A lot of heat's really what kills 1HZ with turbos. So yeah, it's something I've probably avoided. I've replaced the fuel pump. It's probably one of the only major things because of the new diesel. I believe it's the sulfur eats out the seals, so they just end up leaking. Other than that, they're a pretty solid motor. It's got, yeah, over 600,000 now, so it's...
600,000.
Yeah, 618 I hit on the way here, yeah.
Oh wow. Well, that's all right if you're a diesel mechanic because you can sort it out.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a sizable airbox you got there.
Yeah, we got it made before heading here, so A little bit better to breathe, like with the snorkel and the air box, straight into the intake now. It's not really a restriction. I had an eBay snorkel before, and it used to make this weird right-hand bend, and it would have been terrible for airflow. Yeah.
What's that cap on the end?
Yeah, a lot of people think it's a catch can or something, but it's actually just the washer bottle, because that's where the factory one is, and we thought, why not? We'll just make another one.
Molded it right into it. Nice.
Why not?
So what filter are you running inside?
So it's a K&N filter at the moment, just a pod filter, universal sort of size that would fit for the box. I've always run K&N, and it's been really good.
That's what I run in mine as well. A lot of people say that they don't run K&Ns because they find it get dust and it turns to mud. I haven't really found that. What's your opinion on that?
I think if you're servicing them properly and you're not over oiling them so that they're dripping with oil when you're putting them in, it's going to be an issue. But if you're going through dusty environments, I'd be cleaning it a lot more often than normal every 10,000.
So you bring your cleaning kit with it, and
I keep it at home, and then it's easy to pop into Super Cheap if you need to do it on the road.
Diff breathers into the box.
So diff breathers, and I haven't plumbed it up yet, but the third one will be the gearbox breather as well. But it's a press fit one, a bit of a pain to get to.
No batteries in the back, just two here?
Yeah, just those two at the moment.
Which one's the original?
Yeah, so that's the original mount, and then the second dual battery.
Okay, and that's an AGM, I take it?
Just a maintenance one that's not AGM. Probably will in the future look at going.
But deep cycle, or is
it? Deep cycle, Upgraded the boosters, so they come out with a single diaphragm brake booster, so I've gone to an 80 series dual diaphragm. It bolts straight up, so I just thought, why not? It's not that I wasn't pulling up before, but looking at towing in the future, so just thought I'd do the upgrade,
Nice, so it bolts straight in, that's good to know. And the radiator, that's factory?
Yeah, I replaced that before coming. The old one had its day, so that one's all new.
Well, 600,000, 618,000 is pretty damn good, I reckon.
It's pretty good.
That says a lot about Landcruiser. Just saying. Talking about the tray now. Was this tray with the vehicle when you've adjusted it, or it's a
it had an aluminium tray on it when I got it, and I got this for about $700 secondhand, and I've just touched up, painted it, welded the headboard on because it was off at the time. Yeah, that's about all I've done to the tray.
And you carried a spare on the back here?
Yeah, it does hang underneath in the factory wind up, but it just acts as a plough on sand, so it's better just get up out of the way. Because
it's so wide as well.
Yeah.
Two toolboxes. So that one over there, that's got your clothing and stuff in it?
Yeah, so I've got my sister travelling with me, so that's got all our clothes, pillows, bedding, things like that. And that one permanently just always has recovery gear, compressor. So
you got top shelf as well. Cool.
Yeah, so it comes in handy. I just keep these grab me gear bags, just with tooling. That's all like electrical stuff, food, lighting, tooling, camera gear. I've got sand pegs from Easy Anchor, and then recovery gear down the bottom there.
Is that a washing?
Yeah, we picked that up at the show, so I haven't used it yet.
Oh,
but I had to make room for it.
That was the duck that gave it on.
Yeah.
He gave us two. We can't fit them, eh?
I know, they're just really big. I wasn't prepared. I had to do a bit of swapping around. Normally the chairs would be in here as well.
Awesome. So you got a fair bit in here. That's good.
Yeah.
So that's all your tools, everything you need to fix the car.
Yeah, I don't carry too much. I think in the future, if I ever want a full canopy, I'd like to have a full tool system. But yeah, compressor and tools and electrical stuff sort of gets me out of trouble.
Cool, good stuff. I'm actually curious to know what type of tools you have. So if we get a chance to lay them out, there'll be some photos on the screen.
Yeah, cool.
Of what you would carry, being a diesel mechanic.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Be cool to know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move to your jerry cans on the side there. Water?
Yeah, so for trips away or weekends, I swap one of the jerrys out with a water and keep one as diesel.
So that's your diesel, that's your water?
Yeah, and they're just bolted straight to those toolboxes.
Oh yeah, righto, right through there.
Yeah.
Cool. And you got an Engel, which is a 40 litre?
Yeah, so Engel 40 litre for this trip. I normally have a big 95 litre Waco, but...
A 95 litre?
Yeah, it's sort of like here, but I thought for the trip we'll try and get everything in between the toolboxes. Bit better for weight distribution, so yeah. took the 40, and I've got a exhibition tub right in the middle with all spare dog food and stuff like that.
On there's your swag.
Yeah, crash pad, double swag.
And this is your bin bag.
Yeah, just garbage bags and rubbish.
So if you have your big Waco fridge, the 95 litre,
Yeah.
is that when is that when the tyre goes underneath?
I sort of move the tyre across and I'll have the fridge and sort of I like to try and go through a weigh bridge on the way out of town and see how the weight is on the back, yeah.
Awesome. That's pretty much the tray covered, eh?
Yeah, I think the only thing I did
You got a winch.
Yeah.
Actually, did you have a front one too?
No, I can't fit one up there because the bar's so close. I haven't found one that'll fit nice and snug. The downside to having a good approach angle.
Yeah, okay, so for you is go back to try again.
Yeah, so I always winch out and then, or I'm recovering people, I always do it from the back as well. So
Okay.
I've usually
So you've
back.
used your winch?
I haven't used it yet. I only got it hooked up just for the trip, but I think all we've done is pulled trees out with it. So
Okay.
done good with that.
Cool. Pretty good departure angle.
Yeah,
With the tray
this is
up
a
high.
79 series tow bar. So they,
Would look familiar.
yeah, the 75 one hangs down to about here somewhere.
Okay.
So
That's the old school 79, that
yeah,
one?
the 6-cylinder, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they're a little bit different mounting on the side for the V8s, yeah.
Is that a trailer plug there?
Yeah, so and this is from Arc, so that's the
Oh, you got
trailer
two?
plug and the Anderson
Oh.
plug.
Both in one.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a good spot to put it to. You're not going to smash that.
Yeah, that's good.
Very nice. All right, heaps of room under your tray.
Yeah, I know.
But I suppose you want to keep it light too.
Yeah, that's it.
What's in here?
So that is just a panel. So I was looking at one day maybe putting a drawer system in behind this, but for now it's just a screw-on, screw-off panel.
Okay.
Sweet.
Welcome to the interior.
Yeah, it's cozy.
What have we got here?
My dad made that. Yeah.
That's fishing as a handle line.
Yeah, you could probably catch a fish off it if you were desperate enough one day.
I gotta say, this just reminds me how little the 70s have changed. Same
Very
gear
similar.
stick,
Yeah.
handbrake, doors, everything.
Yeah, cards.
Except for the dash is a little bit different. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Although I think the vents are still in all the similar places.
Yeah, definitely same places, yeah. And all this has not
Yeah,
changed.
no, that card, yeah.
That is no different at all. We'll start with your communication, I guess, because that's
Righty.
right there. And
Yeah,
the most modern looking thing here.
yeah, definitely. So,
Oh, there's a magnet mount again.
yeah, super handy, especially in the rough 75. It stays there
Awesome.
wonderfully. But the unit's mounted down at the bottom. So yeah, that's sort of a temp mount at the moment. I'll probably end up moving the actual UHF unit behind the glove box and keep the switch there, which is easy to reach.
Okay.
And yeah, because I've got the external speaker, I can hear it, and you can also get it to come through the unit as well.
Okay, so you mounted it there so you can hear it clear as day.
Yeah, it's quite loud.
What's the stereo like in this vehicle? Is it about as good as mine?
It actually came out with an AM radio when I first got the car. It didn't even have a tape deck, it was just AM radio. It's horrible. So I've got 4-inch speakers, and they do the job. They're just in the factory spots. I think one day I'll do door mounted ones, but
Oh yeah, here and
yeah, it's only a small car, so the 4-inch is plenty.
you got your Kenwood deck.
Yeah, just put that in recently. It's been really good.
Is that where your navigation is too?
Yeah, so it runs through, I do screen mirroring, so I just have HEMA maps on my phone, but you can also run them through a HDMI cable. It has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and everything. So.
Yeah. Oh, so you got some stuff from Jimmy.
Yeah.
Grab me gear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep all receipts in that one, just like little stuff I don't want flying around the dash in this one.
And that's your main camera? you're
Yeah,
using?
that's my everyday gets thrown around camera for vlogging and things like that. Yeah, it does really good.
Tyre pressure monitor, this one?
Yeah, and the airbag pressures on the other side.
And is that wireless? These are both wireless?
Yeah, so they both talk to each other. They'll probably have a heart attack at the moment because my pressures are right down for the trip, but
Oh, yeah.
it has pressure as well as your temperature as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll have to go over 25 k's for it to reset for the new pressures.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it likes to do a full spin of the tyres,
Okay.
but yeah, airbags.
Oh, cool. And that's the navigation system on now. And
Yeah, so yeah, mainly just I use through my phone, which is a lot easier.
you were saying earlier that you have 2 antennas for your communication, for your GME.
Yeah.
Do you switch it on the unit?
Yeah, so as a big switch.
Oh, is that the one you're talking about? You
Yeah,
switch
right down on the bottom. It's quite a heavy unit, but yeah, that's how I switch them over.
Okay, and you'd be stopping anyway to switch it. You'd be like, all right,
Yeah, well, yeah,
hills,
I've got to fold up the fold-up mount
Yeah,
anyway, so yeah.
Much stuff behind the seats?
So I've got the factory like tools behind there, and the breaker bars, and I've got another one.
Factory bottle jack still on there.
I've got this bag from Jimmy as well.
Oh, right, yeah. That's a cool spot to store stuff. Yeah. It's like being in my cab.
A few years in the past.
Just a few years in the past, that's right. I actually wish I had this in my car. Well, my passenger would sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think they should have got rid of that. That's a good thing.
These switches, that's probably the last thing we have run through.
Oh yeah, so driving lights is the front, and this is actually the dimmer for the light bar on the roof.
I was wondering what that was for. Cool.
Yeah, so those 2 are spares at the moment. They're switches, but I haven't got anything wired to them, just for probably future.
Okay, so that'll be your tray lights maybe.
Yeah, that'd be something like I could do.
Nice. I think it's Q&A time.
Sweet.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It definitely is.
I'm pretty sure it's before lunch here. Yeah. On a Monday. Q&A time. Let's start with, so let's elaborate more on, you're a diesel mechanic with the Air Force.
Yes, yes.
So you get to work on a lot of cool vehicles.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's a lot of technology all in sort of one place, and it's a bit exciting. Definitely moving forward into a bit more of a different electrical sort of diesel world. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah.
So there's a lot of heavy diesel stuff as well.
Yeah, you got sort of the old stuff still there in the Max and the Mogs, and then your new man trucks are just full of diagnostics. Everything goes through a computer sort of thing, and yeah, it's a whole nother world of diesel mechanics. But yeah, it's exciting.
That'd be a pretty cool sight to see for someone who's got a Unimog broken down the side of the road. You got Danny coming past.
I know. Yeah, it's always watching people driving around in Mogs going, oh, I understand your pain when you have to change a wheel or anything.
Oh yeah, that would be hard, wouldn't it? Why did you choose a 75?
I never had intentions of going out to buy a 75. I think I looked at a heap of different 4-drives. A turbo diesel soft top Pajero was one of them that I was sort of like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, it was just something. I liked Toyota because I knew it had good resale value, good reliability, and it had that name for itself. But yeah, I had 10 grand to spend. This was 10 grand, and yeah, it was stock standard. When I had it, I'll have to get you a photo because it had no tray, a PDO winch, and the factory bumper on the front, and that was it. There was nothing else to it. Yeah.
What is the best thing about your 75?
Oh, I think it's I can sort of fix it anywhere. So anything that goes wrong, I know that I'll be able to get somewhere, and then be able to find parts anywhere. I mean, at Landcruiser Park, I think we had a few cars break down once, and we ended up driving to Kilcoy Wreckers, and they had heaps of 75 parts and 70 parts, and a mate's Nissan, there was no parts for that, and it was just something I thought, oh, look at this, like, it's just the middle of nowhere, and
there's parts everywhere.
Yeah, there's parts everywhere, and it's just one of those things that
Land Cruisers are renowned for all
and they haven't changed, so like I can get parts off new stuff still, so it's.
I reckon you use half the parts in my car.
Yeah,
your car.
yeah, you might be missing a few parts later.
Yeah. What's the worst part about this vehicle?
Worst part, I guess, is the age. So you're doing a lot more things like rust repairs now that I'm working through, and I do servicing every 5,000. So I think a lot of people in new cars wouldn't have to worry about it till every 20,000 sort of thing now. But yeah, it's just something you're going to be constantly maintaining it a little bit more. But that's half the fun anyway. So yeah.
And how many Ks do you reckon you get out of this?
On a tank?
Nah, on
the clock?
On the clock,
Yeah, it's got 618,000 now. It clicked over on the drive here, so yeah. I think it'll go to 1 million if I just keep going with it.
Yeah.
Don't let it drop.
Do you have any other cars?
Yeah, I've got a few other cars. The next one that I'm sort of keen to do up is I've got a import 60 series, so it's a HJ61. It's got a rebuilt 12HT and an auto. So yeah, I'm keen. It's a really cool car. You open the door, it smells like the 80s stills. Like it's got shag pole door trims and everything. Yeah, I'm keen to get that on the road, definitely.
Permeated with cigarette smoke, probably?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
What's your style of touring and camping? Are you sort of going for more deserty or tropical? You're up in the tropic area. Do you go to the beach much or? Yeah,
so beach is mainly where we're camping. So we've got a few ranges that is out in the bush, I guess, camping, but mainly beach. That way we can take the quads and the bikes and the dogs and they can run. And it's just nice to be on the beach and watch the sun come up, and it's just, it's easy driving. Like it's not technical in Townsville at all. It's sort of let your tyres down a little bit if need be, and that's about it. But
don't you get crocs at the beach up there?
Yeah, but they're like down there. They don't bother you too much. I haven't seen a great deal up there. Mainly in the rivers, yeah.
How long you had this for?
I got it in February 2011, so it's almost 9 years now, getting there.
You're not looking at selling it either? You're
no, I think it's just one of those things that I'll sort of have forever, even if it doesn't always stay on the road. It'll be something that I take around with me, definitely. It's got too many memories.
Back on what it's got on the clock, 618,000.
Yeah.
How many did it have when you first got it?
Yeah, so it had 450,000 when I got it, so I don't...
Damn, you done a lot of Ks then.
Yeah, I sort of averaged out to not that many. I don't do a great deal day to day because I have other cars, so yeah, it's still my daily, but yeah.
Okay. So how can people reach you? I know you got a YouTube channel, you got about 4 to 5 videos so far.
Oh, I think I just added up. There's 16, but...
Oh, there's 16?
But they're sort of like in lots, so I had a heap done on the 75 and then like modding the 75, so I've sort of started a few different playlists, sort of like break it up into different sections.
Oh, okay, so you've got about 5 playlists, but it's about 16
so
videos.
I think a lot of people just, so they can go in and see what they're actually interested in rather than just, if they're not interested in the Q&As that I do just of myself, they can just go into the car playlist and watch things on cars,
What else can we expect from your channel in future?
Yeah, I want to do a few more trips away. So there's, I think there's only one actual forward driving video up there at the moment, and it's something that's hard for me because I'm usually driving and I usually want to film, and it's hard to get other people to film. So it's definitely something. I've got GoPros now that I'm going to try and set up and be able to do a bit of off-roading filming, because that's what people really want to see.
Nice. Well, we might have to hit you up when we head towards the Cape, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Could you actually use someone who knows how to fix a diesel motor?
Yeah, be handy.
It would be very handy. And then we'll do all the we'll cook some burnt pork roast for you. Oh. We'll try not to burn it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I do love a good pork roast.
So where else can we find you? We can find you on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, Denny_Mon, and yeah, YouTube is Denny Simpson. So that's probably the 2 places I am most. Yeah.
Cool. And we'll see a future content creator probably get-togethers, maybe Sydney next year again.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I'd love to head over to Perth actually one day, because it's one of the only states that I think I haven't been yet. So keen to head over there, definitely. Yeah,
WA is awesome.
Yeah. Not biased.
Yeah, not biased at all. All right, thanks, Danny.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks for bringing us 75. I'm going to be a lot of happy people. I've been hounded about this for a year and a half, and yes, I know I should have done this earlier. But there you go.
75.
It's a good one too.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And you can subscribe to Danny's channel over here. Jump over and have a look at what she's got. There's also a link down below. If you've got ad block on, you won't be able to see these things you can click on here. And there's also my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And there's another video down here with a 70 something else series. All right guys, cheers.